I'm going to show you how to make low effort, easy gold from your garrison. Now, if you're looking for a get rich quick guide, that's not what this is. You can expect though that you'll make a couple thousand or more gold per day on average, as long as you're doing this on a few characters. I typically do 4, 8, sometimes 10 characters, depending on how many alts you have, things like that, right? When I'm doing that, I also use my profession cooldowns such as transmutes and whatnot. So our goal is to be in and out of your garrison as quickly as possible so that we're not wasting time. We want this to be time efficient, and we want to be able to get to the other important things in WoW, like playing with your friends and dungeons and stuff like that. So in order to accomplish this, we are going to use an add-on called Master Plan. This add-on is going to save you an enormous amount of time. It's going to basically calculate and send all the followers on missions for you. You just got to tell them to go. It's also going to help us recruit all the right followers to make sure that every single one of those missions comes back successful. Okay, so let's talk more specifically about what we're actually doing to make gold out of the garrison. We are using the mission table, and we are relying on these followers to bring us back as many of these garrison resources as possible. Furthermore, there are some very lucrative missions that are very important to us. Specifically, this one, Ogre Coming Adversity and Eldritch Horrors. These two items right here are worth literally thousands of gold, and they sell like hotcakes. These Apexis crystals, they're still useful as long as you have a character with some Warlords of Draenor rep. You can buy battle pets using these, and those battle pets will sell for a few thousand gold a pop. Battle pets have kind of a low sale rate, so that might take some time, but that is still gold that you could be making. These Primal Spirits, you can use them as well to pick up some extra resources. These follow retraining things, sometimes they're nice for helping you reroll your followers. Anyways, this is the important thing here. These garrison resource missions. They took all the gold, the raw gold, out of the garrison mission table, but these garrison resources are literally as good as gold. So we want to get all of our followers dialed in to maximize them, the amount of resources they get per mission. And how we do that is by recruiting followers or re-rolling followers for this extreme scavenger trait. You can see pretty much all my followers have that. Sometimes you get super lucky and they come with extreme scavenger and then scavenger trait, so they're pulling in insane amounts of resources. So regardless, one of the things this add-on does is tells us which of the missions that these followers are actually really good at. So for example, Bren Swift Shot is only good for a couple of missions of interest for me. Now we can determine what those missions of interest are because of this add-on, and we go up to this area right here and we tell the add-on these missions are important, these other missions are not. And based off that, it's going to do all the math and all the calculations. It's going to figure all that stuff out, and it's going to tell you which followers of yours are useful and which ones are less useful. So furthermore, what we can do is we can groom our followers by either A, re-rolling their traits, or B, we can go to the Lunar Fall or the Frostwolf Inn. So the two buildings that we particularly need to make this system work is, again, the Lunar Fall Inn. We want it at rank 3 specifically because we need to be able to recruit a new follower each week, and we want the lucrative missions from the rank 3. We also want a trading post. At a minimum, it needs to be 1. I wouldn't worry about rank 2 or 3, although you could have your own auction house in your garrison, I think, at rank 3. Okay, we're here on Horde side because apparently I had already recruited my follower for the week on my Paladin. So here we are, and you're going to talk to the headhunter in your respective inn, and you're simply going to look for a trait, and you're going to click the drop down, and you're going to go under the increased rewards category and make sure you click on Extreme Scavenger. And you can see my followers are just totally decked out in this with this trait. And that's really the basic premise here. You're just trying to maximize the efficiency of your followers, so you're pulling in as many resources as you possibly can. We're at the trading post, and we're looking at the different goods that are available here. Now, every single day, this trader is going to... They alternate. However, some days you can see the same trader twice in a row. The prices on the trader change every day depending on the trader. Elder Surehide, for example, always sells fur at the price of 16 resources per. 16 is the cheapest value you will get. So you can see that we want to be producing as many resources as possible because it's going to consume a lot of your resources to be buying these things. But since you really don't have anything else to spend your resources on, this is just gold. So, for example, today, the price of true iron ore looks to be approximately 2 gold. So for the sake of our video, we're just going to purchase. And notice I have almost 10,000 resources. So we're just going to pop 400. Boom. And it's going to cost us 6,400 Garrison resources. Boom, right? Okay, so... And then we'll go to our auction house. Okay. You can see today the price is a little inflated, but that's the reality, guys. This is the auction house. So for 400 resources, I might make 3,200 gold. This is perfect for my video, don't you think? So boom, we're going to post this. It does not look low. This is a very good price. Trust me on that. So we're going to post those, and hit or miss if that sells, because some people might not want to pay 8 gold per, but on average they sell for about 2 gold. So boom, there you go. Okay guys, so this is the next day. I just got on, actually I got in briefly this morning to check to see if it sold, and sure enough, it did. You can see right here, this was the original posting right here, the 3,000 gold. I actually went on all my alts, spent my resources, sent them to this character, and I posted them all as well. You can see right here, I sold 1,600 of these resources, which the majority of them I bought today. Sometimes I keep extras in my inventory from previous sessions. I made 5,742 gold from all those ores that I sold, on top of the ore that I sold yesterday or last night. And then I also sold a mount that came off of the mission table as well. So you can see, like, this is super easy. I spend a couple minutes per day on these characters, and when opportunity arises, boom. So, and then you haven't even seen me. You can see on the tooltip here, the last one I sold was 4,900 gold. I've sold 35 of these, and you know, I don't know how long. The last one I sold was almost a week ago. I've sold 13 of these things. You know, I've got more to sell. So this is really low-hanging fruit, guys. Okay, a couple more things I want to address. If you're new to the Garrison entirely, you're going to want to go to Wowhead. I'll post a link in the description below. And once you get your Garrison just basically established, immediately try and get it upgraded to rank 2. You'll have to go through a couple quests, and then you can easily get it to rank 2, and then eventually level rank 3. While that's happening, I would go and do this path to getting followers. Now, these followers are not in any way, shape, or form guaranteed to get Extreme Scavenger, but that's not important. What's important is that you get missions going and getting levels on these followers, because even if you're not getting Extreme Scavenger value out of those early followers, you're still getting value, and you're going to need these followers to help carry the load for the new followers you're going to recruit out of your inn who do have Extreme Scavenger. These followers are going to be the ones to carry those followers on missions to get them XP as rapidly as possible, to get them up to speed. So I go to this guide if you don't have a Garrison set up yet, and it's got a map here. You just scroll down, it'll tell you where to start. I recommend you have TomTom. You can click on every one of these guys depending on the zone, and it's going to give you, well, this one's a follower inside the Garrison, but it'll give you coordinates specifically, so you can put those in and help you pinpoint their locations. So just follow this guide, get the 14 to 17 followers. It's very simple. A lot of these followers are going to be very useful, and you'll be using them for a long time. When you go to the Lunar Fall Inn, make sure that you have this set up. So the simple thing is to just follow what I've got here. High Mall Treasures, Blackrock Foundry Spoils, you can sell these or disenchant them. Primal Spirits, you can get some more sources from this, such as it's like a blood resource. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it's useful for crafting, or you just sell it on the auction house. Apexis Crystals, this one, if you don't have the reps, never been to Warlords of Draenor, then you can turn this off, or you can just, you know, play the game and go get that stuff as well. Obviously, the Garrison resources, I wouldn't bother with oil. Medallion of Legion, obviously, I haven't seen Champion's Honor. I think they took these out of the game, so I don't even have it checked on. Cinder Pup, don't bother. Huge Ogre Cache, must have. Okay, so, and now we're in our follower tab. Pay attention to this right here. It says this guy is redundant, and he's not required by any missions. He's leveled up, he's got the Extreme Scavenger trait, but you can see he's just not useful. So what do? Deactivate him, and boom, I already recruited her. So we have yet to see her potential, but she started off with certain traits, right? And when these characters level up, let's use this guy for example. It says he's useful for a couple of those missions, which to be honest are not that useful to me, but it is what it is, and we'll use him as a demo. So these Frozen Arms of the Heroes, you can purchase these on the auction house. They also occasionally come from Garrison missions. Use these. They cost like 300 to 500 gold. It's well worth it. You've seen, if you got this far, you've already seen how easy it is to make gold off of this. Just reinvest into your Garrison. Boom, there's one. Boom, there's two. I would not bother with, well, I don't have too many of these missions available right now, but if you want to do it that way, by all means. But this is, you know, to me, this is a time sensitive thing. I just want to get in, I want to get out and move on with my day. I don't want to dick around with all the gear. And with 2 of these Frozen Arms of the Heroes, it cost me, I bought these for about 350 each. It cost me 700 gold. This guy's, boom, he's done. Right? So, that's it. Occasionally you get these missions for these types of things. I definitely do those, because, might come in useful. You might get lucky and re-roll something really cool. Typically, these are the things you'll want to re-roll. You know what, just for the sake of it, he doesn't have anything too particular exciting for me, so we will re-roll his abilities. Traits, abilities. Let's see what we get. Boom. And you can see, well, he's useful for this mission fired up, which is resources, which honestly was better than the other stuff, I think. So, just for fun, let's do one more, right? And now he's useless. But it's whatever, right? That's pretty much it, guys. It's going to take, you know, weeks to get your Garrison in the prime position, but that, you know, you can start making money in your Garrison within a couple weeks. Just visit it and keep sending your guys on missions, get them leveled up. Things are going to kind of fall into place on their own. And then at that point, it's just tweaking, getting better followers, getting the right traits, making sure that the right missions are dialed in. It's very low effort. It's very low effort. And you saw already how easy it was to make gold. Not every day's like that, but it often is. It often is. So, hope you enjoyed it. Like, follow, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Peace.